Hello friends, this is part one of a two-part series I have going over the benefits of having a mortgage over paying cash for your property. Let's dive in. Part one, building more wealth with a mortgage. The too long didn't listen version, I'm going to show you a very conservative example of how you could potentially increase your net worth by almost $170,000. If I have your attention, let's move on. As of 2022, the average homeowner stays in their home for 8 years, and the median value is 10 years. We're going to use 10 years because that's a nice round number that's easy to run statistics on. All right, let's look at, for instance, a $400,000 home. We're going to assume 20% down to avoid mortgage insurance, and we're also assuming a 740 credit score, and this is looking at Hays County, Texas, 78666. So just ballpark closing costs, down payment, looking at a standard conventional loan with 20% down, you're going to be bringing about $92,600 to your closing table. Now, I am no financial advisor, but Investopedia does tell me that the S&P average annualized return since 1957 is 10.15%. However, I am going to make an adjustment here because adjusted for inflation, it's only 8.5%. So I'm going to go ahead and use 8% for our example. All right, so now we're going to head over to our investment calculator and put in our 3074. That's the original $400,000 that we were going to use to pay cash for the home, minus the $92,600 that was the down payment and closing costs if we were to go with a mortgage. And I'm going to see what we would get here with a 10-year investment, no additional contributions, and a hypothetical rate of return of 8%, which is below the 10-year average. Our calculator is telling us now that from our 307,400 investment over 10 years, we have an ending investment balance of $653.59. Anyway, you get the idea. So what's the difference there? Let's go look at the numbers. Okay, now let's go and look at an amortization schedule. I've put in our numbers here. Purchase price of $400,000 with 20% down. All these former numbers on. This is for pricing over the weekend on May 7th, 2023. And if we scroll down here, we'll see that this table is going to show us how much our interest payment is going to be every single month. And I like this one because it tells us the total for the year. This one's pretty low because we're starting in June. So that's only $12,000 for that first year, second year, third year. And what do you notice about these numbers? As we move on, they're decreasing, right? We're paying interest on a decreasing balance. So the amount of interest we pay each month is going down. Now I've gone ahead and totaled these numbers up to year 10. Our total interest paid, assuming we pay the minimum payment, is going to be $186,606. That is compared to our return on investment through the S&P stock market of $356,254. That is a potential theoretical profit of almost $170,000. So is it worth it to carry that mortgage? Absolutely. And in addition, you could do a 15-year mortgage, or you could also just make an extra payment every year. That would greatly decrease the amount of interest you're paying and thereby increase your profit even more. So the bottom line is you can significantly increase your net worth by carrying a mortgage. People don't get wealthy by being debt-free. They get wealthy by borrowing and investing wisely. And that's the end of part one. Stay tuned for part two, where I dive into the impact carrying a mortgage has on your credit score and why that's so important. In the meantime, if you have any questions at all or want to continue this discussion offline, head on over to my scheduling link and set up a video call with me. I'm more than happy to continue this discussion. And as always, if you have any friends, family, or coworkers with mortgage needs, give us a call over at the Mortgage Dogs. We won't drop the ball.